Run it up, then run it back. Run it up, then run it back. Run it up, run it back. Run it up, then run it back. Yeah.
And our cheer be, who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo. Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo.
Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's obviously Mike Brown. Media Day yesterday, talking about the chant that they used for.
He's in a good mood.
First grade football team that he coached when he was in San Antonio. He's in a great mood. I love Mike Brown. That is why this is going to be very difficult for everybody involved. Lou, Will, Chandler, Pete, Boogie. My name's Michelle. We got some run it back for you today. It is game day, game one. The finals officially upon us. Derrick White will be on in a little bit as well. It is, of course, a rematch of 1999. We know how that one panned up. Sorry, it's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Get it out.
How excited are you?
I'm beyond excited. I hate that I have to wait. This would be their first title since 1973, which is a very, very, very long time ago. And it would only be their third in franchise history. For the Spurs, however, we know this would be their sixth. That's why we call it the race for Sace. Wemby, looking for his first. It's hard to believe that we're saying that at the age of 22. MJ didn't win his first until 28. LeBron was 27. Magic was 20, but he wasn't the Lakers' best player at the time, if that matters to you in the conversation. So I'll start with you, Boogie. What will this mean to Mr. Wembanyama?
I think it would be big for him, especially at this early point in his career. I mean, I don't think anybody's a fool to what we expected from this young talent. Him coming in, everybody expected him to be, you know, towards the end of his career, one of the greats of this game. He's shown the potential to be that, you know, coming into the league, and now that he's in it, he's showing that everything we believed in is actually a real possibility. So him being able to complete this task with winning the championship, it's only going to jumpstart what we already thought about him. And it's going to start, you know, that process of, you know, creating a legacy-type player, you know, one of the greats in this game, one we can brag about for many, many years down the line. And, you know, I think it's only the start for him. I think it's much more to come.
Yeah, he's never been like a project, right? Like, we just never see anything like it, but it's crazy how quickly he's got to this level.
It's the alien side.
He just said, like, once he gets over this one, it's just, the sky's the limit for this kid. The sky's the limit for this team. This franchise is obviously back. Like, they have so much talent. They have so much youth. Their coach is even young. Like, they have such a great setup future, as well as the Oklahoma City Thunder. And they just got past the big bad Oklahoma City Thunder now. So I think this would do wonders for him. Obviously, that's his historic season. Talking first team All-NBA. Conference Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. You put NBA champion, you know, next to that at 22 years old with the numbers he's putting up, it truly is unbelievable. We've never seen a guy this quickly get to this level of just success, team-wise, individually-wise, just everything. It's been awesome to watch.
Yeah, I think this puts him on a rocket ship. You know, like the names that you just mentioned, that puts him in that conversation, and it really solidifies him as the face of the league. Like, we've had that conversation, and I'm a person that says I don't think it's ever one face of the league. I always think it's two or three guys that makes the league stronger. But if he's able to win this championship, that puts him at the top of the food chain. The only thing is missing is the ring. You know, when you listen to OGs, the vets, and even players that play against him and his peers, everybody says the same thing. We've never seen anything like this before. We've never seen anybody of that size handle the ball, play the way that they do, have the impact that they do. But you don't want to look back as a Wemby fan or as Wemby 5-6 years down the line, and it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda been story. Instead, he has an opportunity right now to solidify everything that people feel about him and love about him, and they're gonna say, look, we can look back and say, hey, he's the real deal, and he's a real one. So, you know, that's what I think that an NBA championship does for him, and I just think it puts him in a place where he's automatically the #1 guy in the league.
This one note I'm looking at is nuts. The second player ever to lead his team in points per game, rebounds per game, and his first playoff appearance since Elgin Baylor.
Since 1959.
It's ridiculous.
No, he's
his first shot at it.
By the way, most people probably won't care about magical parallels, but I think Spurs fans do. Tim Duncan was 22 and was Finals MVP when they beat the Knicks in 1999. So I'm just saying, like, if you believe in signs, that's something to keep your eye on. But Paul Pierce did have, you know, as Paul Pierce does, has an opinion. He thinks Wemby has more to. I know. Shout out to Paul Pierce. He thinks Wemby has more to gain by winning this bad boy than Jalen Brunson. I
don't know about
anybody
that.
agree with that? Or okay, Lou looks like he's
I disagree.
agreeing.
I disagree.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
But what I'm thinking is when I think of more to gain, like what we just talked about, like this is gonna automatically put him as the face of the league. If Jalen Brunson wins, does that automatically puts him as the face of the league?
Yeah, that's right.
No, but individually, this is gonna be something for either one of them. No matter,
God, yeah.
Either way it go, it puts both of them in a different conversation. And so I disagree with Paul, but I understand some parts of that sentiment.
Yeah, like I think individually, I think Jalen Brunson's life changes more for him winning this championship.
Okay.
Like this is New York City. We talked about this yesterday. This is the Knicks. This is the craziest
We're talking
fan
about the
base.
world,
like,
Craig, not
I'm
the
talking
city,
like,
but the world.
Like this is the entire universe. Will be rooting and cheering and loving Jalen Brunson, and that starts in New York City. This is the mecca. Like, and Wemby has time. Like, I feel like right now this is like the Knicks fans are so desperate. They're so thirsty for a championship, and Jalen Brunson can bring that to him for the first time in so many years. I think that just changes his lifestyle. I think it really does. I think Wemby carries on to do what he does. I think Jalen Brunson just reached a whole nother level of clout and fame if he wins this championship.
I think it's a situation of where long term it benefits Wemby.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because I think long term Wemby will have more of an accomplished career. This is no knock to Jalen.
No, that's fair.
But in the moment, I think it's bigger for Jalen. And it's every reason that Chandler just said. We're talking about New York City. We're talking about the Mecca. We're talking about a fan base and an organization that's been hungry for a championship.
Desperate.
So the fact that Jalen Brunson could bring that home to them, the fact that he has the opportunity to, I think it is way bigger for Brunson in the moment.
I'm gonna change my stance.
Okay.
I don't disagree anymore. Actually, the more we unpack this, I'm with Paul on this because of the argument that y'all are laying out. It's gonna be huge for New York City. It's gonna be huge for Jalen Brunson. Those are things I agree with. But Wemby, this thing is going global if he wins this championship. If he wins this championship, it's gonna be world news. It's gonna be impactful world news, and some of that comes with him being an international player and having that background. And so, yeah, I'm with P now. At first, and when we started,
So we
this
do think
conversation-
Wemby has more to gain.
Yeah, because when we started the conversation, I thought both of these guys got a lot to gain from winning the NBA championship. But now when we talk about it, like New York City is gonna care for sure. The
Oh my
NBA
God.
community is gonna care for sure. But if Wemby wins, this is gonna cross over.
I also think in like a weird way, like there's expectation for Wemby. He's this 7'6" guy we've never seen. He was the #1 pick. Like I expect Wemby to be fantastic. Jalen Brunson's a guy that the Mavs didn't offer $55 million a couple years ago, and now he's turned the Knicks into a relevant franchise
hero.
in the NBA Finals and completely revamped the most
Definitely a hero.
magical place in America. Like that is the biggest media network. Like I just think it will. It's already exploded for him. He can like what you said yesterday. He's not paying for another meal in New York City.
And people argue
He
and
is
said he's already not paying for
king
meals.
of New York. Like I just think, and this is this small guard that we're talking about that only 2 of them have ever been the best player on the championship team. Like that's history.
I don't. We're not
What
doing
was
this.
that?
Just don't throw that
I
button in there.
expect Wemby to do this. I'm not expecting Jalen Brunson to lead this team to a championship this season.
Is it fair to say this? Like, and maybe I'm thinking this. I think either whether it's subconscious or consciously, we all just have in our minds that Wemby's going to win championships. Like that is a given.
day
We're not
for
even
sure.
arguing. We don't have that same view of the New York Knicks because
Wait, we were talking
haven't
about
had
this
it.
coach getting fired 3 months ago.
Thank you. And Michelle Bridges
You know, a
getting
10-game
shipped off.
Yeah, like.
So I feel like that's part of this. And desperation and thirsty, not bad words the way we're using them. There is no other way to describ this fan base in New York.
No, they
are
want it, and he could
rabid.
give it to them. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So and they can sniff it. It's right there for the taking. 4 games. 11 straight games is what they've won, however, as a team. And the point differential is what really stands out. It's 22 points they won all of these games, including that 22-point comeback against Cleveland. So do that math. That's insane to me. They've had a lot of time off, Lou. That is one of the topics of conversation. We've all had to fill so much time between games here, especially for New York. Is too much time off a bad thing here?
No, especially when you get into the grit and grind of a series, right? Like that may be a factor for a game or so, but when you get 4 or 5 games in, we right back in the swing of things, right? And look what they did the last round when they had a long break for 3.5 quarters. It looked like they were still asleep, and they were able to wake up and they beat the brakes off of Cleveland after that because of the long break. I think that rest is necessary, especially like we're in June.
I know.
This season started in October.
Good Lord.
So rest is at a premium at this time of the year. So, no, I can't look back and say they've been off too long. And, like, they're not going to lose everything that they've gained and all the momentum that they've gained in the course of a 10-day span. And so, no, I think that is a plus for them. I think it's a great thing, especially playing against a team that just went to 2 7-game series and fought like hell to get to the position that they're in. I think that's a plus for them.
I agree. You want that rest and health on your side. Obviously, the Spurs are a little beat up from that tough series they just finished. So, mentally, physically, it may be some type of fatigue that set in. And then on the other side, you got New York kind of resting up, healing up, going through the motions, getting their offense and defense. Yeah, getting their offense and defense, everything in flow. So you want to come in with that fresh mindset for this final series. So I like where New York is at.
Yeah, moral of the story, they're the hottest team in the league right now, and they are rested. 100%. They are sleeping in their own bed. Like, they have been home watching this probably as a team.
Oh, that's fun.
This team's battle going to Game 7. So, sure, could they come out a little sloppy? Could they come out a little sluggish? Yeah. And it's the NBA Finals. Could they be a little tight early on? Yes, but this team will figure it out. This team is healthy. Guys like Mitchell Robinson that are banged up, this extra time helps them. And
did it help him?
And all the OG, OG is probably not 100% a week ago, but I guarantee he's better now with these.
Mitchell Robinson went into the time off with a good hand and is coming out of the time off with a bad hand.
But also,
that is not right.
I'm gonna just bypass these.
Y'all, it's facts.
But also think about how we were talking about the Spurs and the Thunder series. We were saying that was the NBA championship.
That's true.
So imagine how much grind that put on the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, yeah.
And then they finally get through it. And some guys might feel like, okay, we've done enough. You know what I'm saying? We beat the big bad wolf. We've done enough. Now, if you have the right mentality, obviously you want to finish the job. But I'm just speaking in a place of where exhaustion and just putting everything that you have into winning the series. The Spurs had to do that. The Knicks, they've been in New York, getting ready, watching plenty of film, putting things in the game plan that they probably didn't have in there before because of the extra time that they've been afforded to watch this team. So I don't look at it as a bad thing at all. I think it's, I think it's a bonus, and I think it's a plus, and I think it's one of the things that's going to work in their advantage, especially if this series go into some deep games.
Even guys like OG that were banged up last series
That's
at missed time.
a big one.
This extra time off has got to be beneficial for him, just to be getting the rehab, the maintenance, the treatment. Like, that is an advantage for them. And you see teams coming off a sweep.
I knew you were going to do it.
20-4 record against the teams coming off of Game 7. Like,
it's a good stat.
Chandler's our stat guy.
That's a huge stat. Like, that is 20-4.
Big stat. Yeah, no.
That's good for New York.
We don't love that stat.
Yeah,
that's not a great stat. But it is actually pretty fascinating. The shorter guard conversation.
Here we go.
Look, we know
what is the height?
Well, it's
6'2" and below.
6'2" and below.
So that's the problem, because if it's 6'2" and below, then it's not Steph.
I had a conversation with Paul Pierce yesterday.
Talk to me.
And he was on the same page. He said 6'3" and up.
So it's
a bigger guard.
It's a bigger guard.
So Steph's not in it.
I said I was wrong.
Okay.
So it stopped. So I'm wrong.
So why when Paul said
because
it's received better than what I said?
Because you was just one vote. Now I got 2 votes. Now I got 2 votes, and I'm outvoted 2-1.
Okay.
I'm gonna relent, and I'm gonna say, okay, Steph Curry isn't considered a small guard. If the bumper is 6'3", then Steph is over the bumper.
So Jalen
What's that make you though?
Make me a small
So
guard.
Yay, Lou!
Jalen Brunson's 6'2.5". He's still a small guard.
Jalen Brunson
is he 6'2" and a half?
6'2".
He is not.
6'2.5".
He might
No,
be
he's not.
6.
When we saw him in Vegas, he's not.
So he's a small guard.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because I've been thinking about this for the last however many days too, and especially yesterday. If you're Jalen Brunson, and this damn conversation has now resurrected itself again, are you not? Is this not fuel?
Absolutely.
Like, come on.
Absolutely.
How mad are you hearing this?
I don't think it's anything to be mad about. I think that's just, it's just a conversation that's a part of the game. But this isn't a knock to Jalen Brunson. He can't help his physical build. Everything he brings to the game overrides anything we have to say about, him being a smaller guard or whatever the case may be. Doesn't take away from his talent. But historically proven, when you have a shorter guard and they're the best player on the team.
Right.
It's harder to win that way.
I don't think, when I think of Jalen Brunson, I don't think of a small guard for whatever reason. Like, I think he's strong and he's stocky and he uses he's kind of a big body guard to me. So I don't even I think of small guards. Maybe I'm way off here. I don't think of Jalen Brunson
I know, I'm with you. I don't think.
I think he's like strong and.
Because you're thinking like frail and small.
Yeah, he's not
like
frail.
That,
he's
no.
jacked. I'm like, I don't care if he's 6'2" or 6'3". Like he's not
He
a small
also
guard.
plows like through there like it's.
Plays
not a big
bigger
deal.
than he is.
Yeah, I could actually see that.
If you run into a 5'8" running back that's stocky and built, he's still a small running back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's a lower center of gravity.
Weight has nothing to do with it. Like,
Yeah.
I
To
think
me, when
being
it comes
thin
to-
is more of a small guard than being short.
I think it's a height thing for me. I think it's just a height thing. JB doesn't play like a small guard by no means. He posts up, he plays physical, he does everything that you would see traditional bigger guards do. But by height, I guess he's considered a small guard.
God, if you could just have that one extra.
That's what I'm
Put
saying.
him at the 6'3".
socket.
It's a whole different. There's surgeries you can do now, apparently. If you want to look into
This
that.
is silly.
He wouldn't be a great basketball player if he
Yeah.
played that game.
I think it's a silly conversation overall. I mean, it's not taking away the facts, but it's a lot of great players to come through that are, 6'2", whatever the case.
Well, that's
may
what we
be.
do, Boogie.
Yeah, so I do think he has a chance at winning a championship regardless of
yeah.
his height. It's a silly conversation.
It is.
So we know.
Absolute hooper. I don't care if he's 6'2" or
Exactly.
6'5".
And we had, we had Iman Shumpert on and talking about how game goes through Cat for 3 quarters, and we all know what Jalen Brunson does in the fourth. It's kind of why I'm not torn. Obviously, that I know who I love in this series, but I do love Jalen Brunson fourth quarter performances. They're a blast to watch.
Unreal.
But it also points out how important Cat is. So Boogie, I'm going to start with you. The importance of Cat, and whether or not, honestly, we talk a lot about Jalen Brunson, but how much is this going to be on Cat's shoulders to pull
I think
through?
a lot of it is on Cat's shoulders. It's part of the reason we talked about if this is a make-or-break type season for the Knicks. It's the reason we have conversations about, do they blow it up if it doesn't work? All of these things are the reason we, talk about these type of conversations, and they all stem around Cat. I think Cat is the centerpiece of this team. I think Cat determines how far this group goes. Him being able to figure it out on the offensive end, I think that's what took this team to the next level, put them in this position. So he's definitely a huge, important piece of this team. Him playing well, having big performances, I think that only increases their chances at winning a championship. It's going to be a tough matchup regardless with him matching up with Wemby, but I think he can also make Wemby's job a little bit more difficult as far as the way he stretches 100%. The floor, him not being that same rim protector because he has to guard Cat on the outside. So he has an important piece, and he's playing a big part in this series. So I think a lot falls on his shoulders.
Yeah, he can be way more physical with Wemby than Chet was in the last series. He obviously he can shoot the ball as good as anyone at the 5 position. So I think offensively, we always talk about the Spurs are so much better when Wemby comes out and is aggressive. I think Cat needs to do that to San Antonio.
Okay.
Like he has to set the tone. I feel like you can tell right away what version of Karl Anthony Towns you're going to get in the first 5 minutes, and I think it's pivotal because at the game on the line, it's going to be a lot of pick and roll with them too, and the ball is going to be in Jalen Brunson's hand. But in these playoffs, especially the last series, they're playing through Cat. His assists have doubled in the last series. Like him playing as that playmaker off the block, in the post up, in the high elbow. Like they just have so much more of a balanced, harder to guard offense when Cat is involved, like he was in that series against Cleveland. So I expect him to take the game to Wemby. Don't shy away from him. And then defensively, they're going to have to figure out if I'm San Antonio, I'm putting him and Brunson in pick and roll nonstop. They're going to have to figure that out.
I'm with Chandler on this one. And it starts with Cat and the three-point line. Shooting 49, 50% from 3 right now. But if he can implement that and make that a factor in this game, he's gonna bring Wemby out from under the rim. And now when you bring him out from under the rim, that opens up lanes for guys to be able to get to the rim and be successful inside of the paint. I think that's what Cat brings to the table. I think that's going to be one of the big advantages that he has, to be able to space the floor, to not allow Wemby to play that free safety down there, to be able to help everybody. Instead, he's going to have to guard from half court on when this thing starts with Cat, and I think that makes them a better team.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about Mitchell Robinson. Just as a reminder of what Mitchell Robinson did against the Spurs in the NBA Cup, which is, that was a big, fun game to watch. He had 15 rebounds, 10 of those were offensive. Now he comes into this questionable for tonight's game with a fractured 5th metacarpal. Not a pinky. Thank you. I wanted you guys to show everybody what that means. That's basically your hand, right?
Little accidental game sign. I was trying to find
I know. I'm like, hold on, take it down. But that is, I don't know, that just sounds a little more serious than, oops, I hurt my pinky. How big a deal is this going to end up being?
Well,
what?
what are you getting at?
I mean, his hand's broken.
How'd that happen?
You tell me. Something happened
Here's
on the
the thing.
outside.
All these reports saying that it happened at home or something outside. Like, I don't know why that would even come out. Like, he was.
Well, if it happened in a game, we would know that.
But there's a video of him holding his hand. Why not just say that happened, or you don't know when it happened and it hurt his hand? Why are there these conspiracies that it's something else?
I don't think they're
Because
conspiracies.
in the NBA finals, everything is a conspiracy.
Because the team would have released it was injured in play, in practice, a game, whatever. They didn't. And so now insiders and people are trying to figure it all out. And somebody
He's a
somewhere
car guy.
said it.
Maybe you heard it on
Maybe
fixing one of
he
his
slammed his
monster trucks.
hand into one of his trucks.
There you go.
That happens.
Either way, I don't think this changes the way he plays. Obviously, he's questionable tonight, but like it's not like he's facing up, jabbing, shooting jumpers. Like he's going to block shots. And I do think
Shaq
yeah,
fouled it.
if they do that, I think obviously his free throws are even worse than they usually are.
It might help.
That would be hilarious.
Rick Barry said shoot him underarm.
Imagine if he's just straight cash now.
80%.
Don't you go after his hand if you're San Antonio?
For what? Because his jumper, like to hurt his shot?
Just so that you take him out of this.
No, and this
Stop
is
his jump hook?
No, but his
If you-
rebounding.
but if you do that, you're taking yourself out of your own rhythm. If you're seeking out somebody that's not even a scoring threat to begin with, to hurt a hand that they already gonna have wrapped to prepare for them getting hit, then that's gonna take you out of your rhythm as well. You're worried about the wrong thing.
And I think they would save those bounties for the good, the better play.
I mean,
feel
don't
like
think-
this is a big deal.
I don't, because they're still
not
going
a
to
big
foul
deal.
him and put him on the free throw line if they want to. They're still going to do the hack a Shaq thing. That's healthy hand. They were doing that. So nothing else is going to change. Even if you're attacking his hand, what impact is that making besides the free throw
Because
line?
if it's hurt so bad that he can't actually even play.
Okay, fine, that's the thing. But he's still going to
Well,
have
he
his
won't even-
motor.
he
He's
won't
still
be
gonna,
out there.
Yeah, he's still. If he can't play, he can't play. If he can,
That's a big deal,
He's
I
still
think.
going to impose. By the way, like he did in that last game we saw them play, or the championship game, he was all over the glass.
Yeah, he was amazing.
He can still do that with a broken finger or hand or
And
whatever.
can we also admit that sometimes when these reports come out, they're a little dramatic. Like I'm sure there's an injury there, but when you read like fracture, like oh my God, his hand is gonna fall off.
Are you not
Maybe
worried that
something-
it went from pinky to metacarp? Like now it's like a much bigger area.
No, because it's a
haven't
bigger
thought about
word.
it
No.
No, because pinky, don't you just do this? You just put them together, you splint them together, and boom, boom, boom. This seems like it's a lot. It's
He
got
might
like a
just
pin
tape
in
his
there.
whole hand, but who cares? It doesn't change this guy's
Well, he's going to
game.
have a brace, is what.
And I do
Sean's
think that is the
reporting.
biggest advantage that the Knicks have is like think about their start, like their lineup is big. They're like Bridges, like OG, Hart, like that is the physicality should be their number one point of emphasis in this series.
Okay.
And Mitchell Robinson's a huge part of that with a broken hand, finger, thumb. I don't care. He can still be physical and on the
inside
glass.
I still think he's going to bring what he brings to the game.
still gonna get
I beg to
Rebounding,
differ.
defense, nothing will change.
Okay, well then I'm the outlier. I'm thinking it's a big deal. We'll see what happens. We're gonna take a quick break. Yay! On the other side, Derrick White joins the show. This will be awesome. We're gonna talk to him next. Woohoo!
Run it back, yeah. Run it up, run it back, yeah.
Dynamite! Setting fire to the clouds at the speed of light! Late! Major highlight!
Derrick White led all guards, shot blocking.
Blowing up dynamite!
I love this so much. He is a champ. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He's one of the hardest dudes in this league to guard and play against. Derrick White is here. First of all, good morning. How are you?
up,
Sir, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Here.
A little early. Appreciate you getting up for
not
it.
Ready for a game.
It's going to be good. By the way, we're going to get into all things what's about to happen, but the Jalen Brunson conversation this week has been, I find it quite funny, actually. Small guards can't win, this, that, and the other. You're not a small guard, but you must have an opinion on all of this talk about whether or not a team can win with a 6'2" dude or smaller as their best player. Like, what do you make of this conversation?
Yeah, I think like it's something that it's like a fun storyline to talk about, and obviously the Knicks kind of surrounded him with a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things that kind of make up for what he doesn't do well. But I mean, the Knicks have been playing so well lately that whether he's 6'5", 6'2", I don't think it's really going to be a story in this series, and it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Derrick, I'm going to get personal for a second here. I, along with my entire family, very sad when you left the Spurs. And I just want to go ahead and throw that out there before I ask the following
I didn't
question.
leave the Spurs. They traded
I
me.
know. I was trying to make it nice.
Clear.
And so that's the thing. They traded you. I hated it. But what does that do for as far as like you watching this series? Do you hold a little pettiness? Do you root New York? Like, how do you go into this thing?
Nah. I don't really care who wins. Obviously, I got a lot of people still in San Antonio that it would be cool to see them get a championship, and people like the medical staff and behind the scenes that are still there, that I still talk to. So I'd be happy if they won. But I mean, it's going to be a fun finals, and I'm just going to be watching like a fan.
Are we rooting for Will Sevening? Is that what I just heard? Like, that's who we're going for?
Yeah, Seb's the best.
Yeah.
Seb's the best.
It's the best.
Derrick, I'm sure you've been seeing how much impact that Pop has had behind the scenes and having conversations with the guys, meeting them at the airport, and all that. You've told some incredible Pop stories. What's your favorite? What is your favorite Pop story?
That's a tough one. I mean, there's so many great ones, but I think just off the court where he kind of lets you show that he's like human and that he cares about you as a human. Those are the things that I really think about. And like I told the story of like when I got traded, that he was the one that came and told me, and I don't think you get that at a lot of places. And so him just caring about you as a human, going to dinners, breaking bread, and just getting to know you, those things that I always hold dear. And like when you do that, then you can coach them hard. You can people know that you care about them, and so every time he's around, I'm sure it's a big impact for the team.
Yeah, well, Mike Budenholzer told me to my face he was trading me, so that's two of them.
But you say that with not love, though. Like, that's interesting.
He probably said it a little differently.
100%.
Derrick, I got to ask you just about Wemby. He's obviously first team All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, and now he was just named Western Conference Finals MVP. Like, you've played against him obviously multiple times. The Knicks are going against him. Like, what is the best way to guard this guy? Is it just as easy as being physical and pushing him out? Like, how do you approach this 7'5" just animal?
Yeah, I think you want to be physical, but we've never really seen someone that is that size that can handle, can shoot from the perimeter. So if you want to put a big on him, then he's going to take him to the perimeter, and you're going to have to guard him out there. If you want to guard him the small, then you can just kind of just throw it up to him and let him be tall. And so he's one of a kind. I'm not exactly sure who the Knicks will throw on him. I'm sure Cat might start on him. Maybe probably OG will get a lot of time too. And so those guys are going to have their hands full, definitely trying to figure it out. But I think being physical is the solution. Is the first solution to every star. Is like you just got to be physical with them. And so I think that's what everybody's going to try.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Is do you start with a smaller guy like a Hart or an OG and just send double teams, or would you rather start with man on man with him and Cat and just see how that goes first?
I mean, personally, I think I would start OG on him.
Yeah.
Let him. He's one of the best defenders in the league, and strong, can move his feet. He's got good size too, and so I mean, personally, I think that's who I would start on him. But I feel like you're going to see a lot of different bodies on him, and just try to wear him down over the course of a game and the course of the series.
Yeah.
Derrick, what are your predictions on this final series? Who do you have winning, and what's your count for the series?
I've been trying to stay away from predictions, but
Smart man.
I don't know. Like I said, like I got a lot of love for those people in San Antonio, so I'm gonna say the Spurs in 7. I don't know. I hope it goes 7.
You're just trying to ease the blow by saying it's going to be a long series.
Yeah.
Smart
I
way.
get it. No,
I say
Politically
4.
correct.
I hear people talking to crazy, but
Yeah.
Game 7, pick them.
Oh, and Knicks fans will be on your ass no matter what.
no, they won't. Well, you
Yeah,
actually know you're a
regardless.
Celtic. Yeah, they hate you regardless. There's nothing you can say here. Okay, the 2026 Sportsmanship Award. You won that. Tell me about it. Like, what does that mean to you to win an award like that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think Drew won it a couple years ago, and that just kind of shows you like the type of people that I'm with, and I think it might mean a little bit more to my parents and my grandparents than it did me, and so it just means I'm doing things the right way, and going out there, competing, playing the game is supposed to be played, and yeah, it was a fun award. I got a lot of text. Some people say I deserve it. Some people I said I didn't deserve it. So it was a lot of fun.
What do you mean?
You got a couple of those, buddy.
I got a couple trophies like that. Yeah.
Derrick, obviously, tough first round exit, great battle, but would you still classify this season as a successful run?
I mean, I think we definitely did a lot of things, especially going the year. Like, nobody really knew what type of year we were going to have. And I think it was fun just to go out there and kind of change our identity, change the way we play, and for a lot of new guys to step up and get their first real opportunity. And JB show what he could do. And even like seeing JT come back from his injury. Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, we play for the Celtics, and we get judged on what we do in the playoffs and the postseason, and we weren't good enough there. And so it's hard to say it's a success when you lose in the playoffs. And I mean, I don't think you can call it a failure, of course, but it's hard to say it was a success. But it was a lot of fun, and we did a lot of special things. But you definitely get judged on the postseason.
Understood. Well said.
And Derrick, individually, obviously, you've had a great career. Your story is unbelievable, and you've been named all defensive teams 3 times. How much pride do you take in being one of the better two-way players in such an offensive-minded league now?
Yeah, it's kind of how I got my foot in the door. That's kind of how like Pop kind of started believing in me and trusting me was on the defensive end, and I kind of had to keep that the rest of my career. And I mean, we talk about defense all the time, and if you want to play, you got to be able to guard on both sides. And I think we got a lot of guys that are two-way players and compete on both sides of the ball. And so just going out there, flying around, try to get some steals, block some shots, just make it tough on the offense. And like, there's so many great players, so many great schemes out there. It's difficult, but it's what's needed to win games.
Yeah.
Derrick, as one of the better two-way players in the league, is it any other two-way players that you admire their game or model your game after?
Yeah, I think like a lot of the stars, they don't get enough credit for some of their defense because they got so much pressure offensively that they're not on like the star players, so they don't get as much credit. So I think like JB does a really good job of taking that challenge, and it's fun to see him pick up full when we need him to get 30. I think JT also doesn't get enough credit as being a 2A, so I'm gonna pick the guys on my team first.
2 good ones.
But I mean, playing with Drew, seeing how he could do a little bit of everything on both sides of the ball was a lot of fun to see, and something that I learned a lot from. And then, I mean, when I was a rookie, I learned a lot from Danny Green. And so those are the type of people that I kind of learn little things from them, take some things that I can put into my game.
Nice. Man, I want to ask you about Coach Mazzulla. He won Coach of the Year honors. He said it was stupid. But what's the best part about playing for a coach like that?
Yeah, he's one of a kind. But I love playing for him. I knew that he was gonna hate getting that award, but it's obviously well deserved. And he's a great basketball mind. He thinks the game like no one I've really been around. And but yeah, like all the stories of him just being crazy, just how he is every single day. So like it's not for the media, nothing. Like he just goes out there and he's like all the stories that the media hears about me is like people telling it. Like I don't go out there and do all this stuff, and so he's blaming me. He's blaming other people for putting all these stories out on him. But I love playing for him, and it's great for him to get that award.
Well, he's the one that says that, no one's going to come to my funeral. You guys aren't going to come to my funeral. Players should fight or coaches should fight.
A lot of this came directly from him.
Those came from the horse's mouth.
Those are good. Those are good stuff.
Do you have a personal favorite one? Because it's honestly, when he said the Coach of the Year thing was stupid, I was like,
we knew it was happening.
We wanted him to win it.
He's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like the nobody cares one, where I was like, congrats on Coach of the Month, and he just like looked me straight in the face and was like, nobody cares. That one was probably one of my favorites. I don't know, he just every day it's something with him, and it's been a lot of fun to kind of learn from him and see like different like ways he thinks, and like he's upset when it's sunny outside. He's happy when, like, we were in LA and it was raining.
Oh, he was hyped.
And I like seen him in the hallways, like, look at this weather. Everybody out here is pissed, and this is amazing. I'm gonna go for a walk.
That makes perfect sense.
He like relishes That is amazing. He's a contrarian, but really actually a contrarian.
Rare breed.
Hilarious to me. This is what I love too, though, because this is not basketball related. He went to a WWE Raw, which again, what is it like to go to something like that with him? Are you guys both wrestling fans? Do you have a favorite? Like, how does that come to be, and what was it like?
Yeah, I didn't. I just started like watching it a little bit, and I realized they were going to be in the Garden. We were going to be in town, so I was like, I'm going to go, and Joe's like, oh, I'm going to go too. And so it was just like a fun thing. We're kind of just chilling. We were like in the suite for a while, and then he's like, you've never been to one of these before. You got to see it like ringside. So like him and his son and me and my wife went down there, and they're like, all right, we're going to put you on TV. And like he's like, all right, we got to kind of like do a little something. Like, how's it going to go? And so that was a lot of fun, actually. And he's like, next time we go out there, we're going to have to get on the ring and actually have a fight or something. So that was a lot it fun.
Wait,
turned out it looked really well.
Yeah, so because he's showing you the ropes.
He keeps telling everybody he want to fight something.
He does want to fight. He wants to fight, huh?
He won't fight.
Yeah.
Dang, we got to make this happen.
He likes learning from different people too. Like, so I think him and like Triple H were talking before, and how he can like he was learning from like how they go about their business and how he can turn it to the Celtics. So he's always looking for different ways to learn.
Yeah. I want to ask you about your teammate Jaylen Brown. I know people criticized him and they tried to pick apart some of the comments that he made on his Twitch stream. For the people on the outside looking in, tell us what we may not understand about Jaylen Brown that you do, being one of his teammates.
I don't think people understand how hard he works.
Yeah.
First of all, like every day he's in there, just working on his game, working on different things he can improve. Just watching film and just seeing different ways to improve. And so like when you see that from behind the scenes, you want to play for him, and you want to help any way you can. And I think the streaming and stuff is his way of kind of controlling the narrative and let him say what he wants to say. And I don't know if I would be a streamer, but I might get on the stream with him once or twice, but I think he's really enjoying it. So I think we're all supporting him on that. And but I think just people don't understand how hard he works, how much he cares about basketball, how much he cares about winning and doing the right things out there. And I think it's been really cool to see like how much he improved every year. And I don't think he's going to stop next year as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Derrick, you had a chance to win a gold medal in 24. Could you tell us about that winning experience? And also, how do you compare winning a gold to winning an NBA championship?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. Obviously, joining the team late, and then just I think the Olympic is so crazy because you got like a month, 2 months to figure it out, and we kind of all just come together, and we all have to sacrifice, and just being a part of the team with legends in this game and people that are going to be Hall of Famers and some of the best ever touch of basketball. It was definitely special to be a part of that group. But like it happens so quick. I think that's the biggest difference. Like NBA championship, like we start in September and then you don't win till June. And so it's like a long grind. And then Olympics, it's especially when you get to the knockout stage, is like one game and it's over with. So. Especially that Serbia and the France games, those were pretty unbelievable games to be a part of, and just to kind of witness it was great to see greatness firsthand.
Co-host of the White Noise podcast, which means you got to have crazy takes. Do you have one for us right now?
I don't think my podcast is that crazy takes podcast. But it's been fun, like just getting to know people. I think like we've had like pretty much everybody on the team, and you kind of just see a different side of them, and you kind of hear about their upbringings, and so like that's probably been my favorite part about it is to like get to know them at a level that I didn't know before, and maybe I'll work on the hot takes here.
No, don't. Actually,
stay out of there.
Don't. We like stories. We don't want the hot takes. By the way, are we getting more Sam Adams commercials? Because I do love those.
I just came out with the variety pack. So me, Garrett Crochet, Zena Chara, and Julian Edelman, we got a whole one. So
there we go.
So that is that commercial is out right now, and that's the last one. But yeah,
dude, keep those up.
The Derrick White ale is going.
Your acting is chef's kiss, Derrick. We appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, it's like a New England 4-pack. That's Zdeno Chara. That's awesome. We'll be right back.
Run it up, run it back.
Let's do some little, I gotta say, checking, shall we? We're gonna start with Cat. Okay. 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA.
I told you it wasn't me.
You're so immature. Playing in his first NBA Finals. What would winning his first legacy do for Cat? Chandler?
I think it's huge because I feel like he's always been the one on the chopping block, right? Ooh. He's always been the piece that's going to get moved if we fail. If the Knicks don't win, it's his fault, not Jalen's. He's had the up and down kind of, roller coaster of a career since he's been there. And Jalen Brunson gets this passes because everyone loves him and everyone praises everything he does. But I think Cat is one of the best, most talented big men in the game today, and he's got an opportunity right now to solidify that. 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. I think you put a ring next to that. I think he's a shoe-in for Hall of Fame. Like right now, if
that was my follow-up. Is he?
Right now, if it ends, no, I don't think. Mitch Richmond, I think, got in with 6 All-Stars and maybe a couple more All-NBAs. But you put a title next to that, and it's not like he's not going to get more NBA All-Stars.
Fair.
I think he puts himself at a different level of just success, and it's obviously going to help his legacy. So I think it's huge for him.
Wow.
And I think it just ends all the narrative that he's the issue for them not winning.
If he's great.
I think it just
because he could be bad.
I think it just puts respect on his name.
It'll silence a lot of people.
Yeah, like he's an easy target to criticize, and people like to make fun of how he speaks and this and that. He wins the NBA title. You have to put some respect on Cat's name.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. That's all fair.
I think it brings respect. I think it validates an incredible resume. Obviously, he has a chance at being a Hall of Famer. If this is able to, come on, bro. If he is able to win a championship, and at the end of the day, I think he gets the narrative of being a winning player, which every player wants in this league. So I think it dismisses a lot of the negativity around his name, which he actually deserves. Like I said, he becomes a winning player, and the whole narrative around his name changes in general.
But he has to be great.
He's got to be great.
Yeah,
he's got to put up numbers. He's got to equalize Wemby, which is going to be very hard to do. But you always hear, is he the second option on a championship team? Like that, he could just answer that. And
that's fair.
Well, I don't think they can win it without him being great.
That's what I mean.
That's got to be part of the conversation.
Yeah, if they win it, he's going to be fantastic.
All right. Well, what about Jalen Brunson, 3-time All-NBA? And we know what he can do. And
Same
we're very
thing.
aware of his thing.
Same thing. I mean, this is all. Anything accomplished from this point moving forward is all towards your legacy. It's the same thing with with Jalen Brunson. He now puts himself in a different realm of greatness. Obviously, being the star in the face of this New York Knicks team, I think he staples himself within this organization long term, which every player wants at some point in their career. We're talking about players' jerseys going in the rafters, possibly statues, things of that nature. So. I think for Brunson, he becomes an all-time Knick, and he has a chance to put his jersey in.
It's kind of funny that we don't say that about Cat. Like he doesn't become a Hall.
If they win, he becomes the best Knick of all time.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
But if they win, Cat does not become the greatest. Isn't that funny?
I think that's the case for Cat as well. I mean, it's a little more. It's been more time there with Jalen Brunson. He's put in a little more work. He's obviously earned that fan base over a little bit more, but. It's no different from Cat.
Cat was the first one to get a nickname, Big Bodega.
That's a great nickname, too.
He was the first one to get a nickname out of this.
He's also the first one they want to ship out if things go wrong. So.
He's also
like 3 times.
Got to be somebody.
He's from there, isn't he?
Earlier this year, he said he didn't know his role.
They're both from there. So
he didn't know.
It was like so long ago.
He didn't know his role in training camp this
Jersey kid.
That was October. Yeah, that's you know what? There's a lot going on
You got to let the process be the process.
So let's talk a little bit about Mike Brown. He's coaching in his second NBA Finals. He got swept by the Spurs in the first one. Sorry, but he's also got 3 as an assistant coach when he was out in Golden State. So winning an NBA title, and by the way, talk about a job that is the most fluctuating as far as stability is coaching the New York Knicks.
Right.
What would this do from Mike Brown, Lou.
And that's why that conversation that we had a couple episodes ago where we were talking about who's under the most pressure. Look, we're going down the line. Legacy, legacy, legacy. For Mike Brown to have 3 championships as an assistant, swept as a head coach, and then have an opportunity to get right back and get one for himself, that does everything for him. That puts him in the conversation with the greats, along with the players, how the championship will put them in different conversations with some of the icons of the game. It's going to do the same thing for Mike Brown. He's always been a quality coach. I've rarely heard anything negative about him. I've always heard that he can coach his ass off and do his thing, but he can win a championship on his own 2 feet as the head coach in New York City. That put him in a different environment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Fair,
Talk
not
about
fair.
life-changing.
It just packs a bigger punch to win a championship for the Knicks. Like, it's just a different level of success and respect that you get and recognition when you are in that market, and it's huge. And again, so the success he's had, he's been hired and fired multiple times, but now we were talking about, I say this all the time, we were talking about him being on the chopping block a couple months ago.
Of course we were.
It's such a volatile place to coach and play, where if it's, what have you not done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? Like, or you're out. I think we've now at least know that he's going to be the coach for the future. This team should stay together. No matter what happens in this finals, they're onto something, and they have a great coach in Mike Brown.
I agree.
All good.
I think this validates him moving forward. He's now in that elite category of coaching if he's able to, win a championship. And, I had the opportunity to play for Mike in Golden State, one of the coolest coaches I've ever been around.
Yay.
Cool as a fan. And I know if he wins a championship, he's adding another motorcycle to the collection for sure.
Oh, he's a motorcycle guy.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how he does that in New York.
He a big Harley guy?
Yeah, like, the big one.
With the
wow.
leather jackets.
Get out. Does it have like a name? Like, does he put?
Absolutely.
Shut your
He's
mouth.
the real deal.
Is he in a group? Is he in a?
I don't know about all that,
I got a lot
but he's
of
the real deal in the bike club. So.
When we come back, we're gonna just quiz Boogie on more Mike Brown motorcycles. We'll be right back. Wait, I love that.
Run it up, then run it back.
Giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. From spreads to player points to threes and more. Build it all into one same-game parlay and go for more value. So, if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. Head to FanDuel.com/same-game-parlay.
Nailed it.
Ladies and gents, I'd like to show you my pants. I am wearing the Hemisphere edition of the Spurs warm-up pants. That means we have predictions for Game 1. Okay, sorry, I'm very excited. I'll start with Chandler. We got...
I'm going to go Game 1. I'm going to go to the home team. I'm going to go the Spurs. I think they cover the spread. I think they take care of business. But I do think this series is going to be a lot more competitive than people think. But I give me Spurs Game 1.
Wait, who thinks it's not going to be? That's crazy.
Well, they're favored. They're like 2-1
I know,
favorite
but
to win
it's competitive.
Give me Knicks. I'm going to take the team that hadn't lost in quite a while. They hadn't lost. Why would I say anything different? Give me Knicks.
I'm going Knicks Game 1.
You know what, you two?
Wow.
I've just about had it.
It ain't
just
race.
about had
It's
it.
just
First.
business. It ain't personal.
I've got 7 boxes of Hostess cupcakes ready to go for this bad boy. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. Parlay, here we go. Take a look at what we got. You guys all picked something. All right.
4.5.
Is there anything on here? And by the way, just so everyone knows, I let someone else pick mine because you know I believe in superstitions. And I'm okay with
You
it.
went De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, 6 assists. I'm good with that or more.
Against his old coach.
Yeah, I know. Drama.
Juice.
Okay, we like it. Guys, are we excited?
I'm so excited.
I am.
What will you
Let's do
do
it.
till the game, Beads?
I'm going to work out and just pretend it's not
She's
happening.
already sweating. She's
Yeah, I'm-
nervous wreck.
It's shaking.
Shut up.
Then run it back, yeah.